Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to politely disagree in Japanese without sounding rude. All right. Again, thanks for coming to Business Japanese Mastery. In this channel, we talk about anything related to business Japanese. And if you are someone who is working with a Japanese company or Japanese people, I hope you can learn something out of this video. So let's start doing it. So a lot of people that I know have a lot of problems when it comes to um, directness versus indirectness. In Japanese culture, you do not want to be too direct, especially when you disagree on something. So I'm going to try to kind of cover those phrases that you want to use and what you do not want to use. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So the first one is I think you're absolutely right. If you want to agree with someone, you can say, おっしゃる通りだと思います。おっしゃる通りだと思います。I have this photo right here. It's like, yeah, I really agree. Pointing at each other. Yes, I agree too. I agree too, right? So the English again is I think you're absolutely right. Japanese is おっしゃる通りだと思います。おっしゃる means what you're saying, all right? So tips for usage. It says use with superiors or clients to show strong agreement, all right? It should be red. I should highlight it. It means it's strong agreement. Right? Another thing you want to note is it's very respectful instead of saying like そうだと思います if you say おっしゃる it makes it formal, so it shows a lot of respect. All right. An example situation is I believe this is the best time for a campaign. I think you're absolutely right. So you can say something like 今キャンペーンが一番いいと思います and then the person or you can agree by saying 本当におっしゃる通りだと思います。キャンペーンいいですね right? That's our first phrase, all right? Moving on to our second phrase, instead of saying I agree, sometimes you want to say like I share the same opinion, right? I have a photo right here with the thumbs up. If you share the same opinion, you can say 私も同じ意見です。私も同じ意見です。意見 means opinion, um, and it's very useful because it sounds very neutral and polite. Okay. Instead of saying 私もそうだと思います。そうだと思います is kind of like top down. You're looking down at the person, looking down on the person. If you say 同じ意見です, it makes it neutral, like I wrote right here. All right. Um, yeah, for example, if you want to say, I want to increase the online ad budget, I share the same opinion, right? オンラインのバジェットを増やしたいです。Ah, and you can say, 私も同じ意見です. Okay. Um, if you want to increase sales, you can say, 私も同じ意見です. All right. All right. Phrase number 3. And this is where, so the title today is how to disagree, right? Right now, I talked about a few words for when you want to agree with someone. Now we're going to be talking about when you want to disagree. This is the main topic, right? So I have a few here. When you want to say that you want to offer a slightly different opinion, when you want to ask someone, may I offer a different opinion? You can say, 少し異なる意見を申し上げてもよろしいでしょうか? A little long. 申し上げても means can I say? 異なる意見 means different opinion. So that means can I say something different? Like I want to politely say it. I don't want to destroy the mood, rock the boat, but I'm just going to give you a different opinion. All right. This kind of gives a heads up for people. All right. Tips for usage. It's actually a very polite way to disagree slightly. Again, the fact that you're saying 申し上げてもよろしいでしょうか? May I say it? You're not completely disagreeing. You're saying 少し異なる. It's a little different. So it's a great way, polite way to disagree slightly. Okay. And it shows respect, and we have a lot of good other benefits. All right. An example sentence is we should focus only on domestic advertising. If you disagree, what do you say? You say 少し異なる意見を申し上げてもよろしいでしょうか? All right, going back to this one right here. All right. And this is where it gets tricky, right? So, our fourth phrase, we're not disagreeing nor are we agreeing. Okay. The English phrase is that's a very interesting opinion or point, but there may be another perspective. So this is for more like, manager type of role because you're trying to kind of mediate the situation. You're not trying to agree with person A or person B. You're kind of trying to not rock the boat and kind of put everyone to a cooperative stance, situation, right? So you're not disagreeing or agreeing with anybody. In this case, you can say,興味深い意見ですが、別の視点もあるかと思います。興味深い means interesting, guys. If you didn't know this, you can write it down. 興味深い。意見, we all already know it's opinion. So interesting, opinion. However, 別の視点も, we have a different perspective. All right. 別の視点も. And by saying this, 別の視点も instead of saying 別の視点もあります, the fact that you said あるかと思います, it kind of softens the disagreement by complementing the other person's view. You're saying it's interesting, 興味深い, but there might be something else too, right? There might be a different opinion. So it kind of softens the disagreement. All right, that's another one. So yeah, you're kind of the manager here. You're not disagreeing or agreeing with anybody. And the next one we have is this is a little stronger. We're actually disagreeing a little bit, right? If you want to say, if you don't mind, I like to share my thoughts, you can say, もし差し支えなければ、私の考えを共有させてください. Again, 私の考えを共有させてください. 共有 means to share, okay? And 差し支えなければ means if you don't mind, like if it's not a big deal. Okay, so literally, if it's not a big deal, may I share my opinion? Okay, oop, how do I go back? There you go. If it's not a big deal, may I share my thoughts? Right. This is another way to do it. Tips. It's very gentle. It's a gentle way to actually join the conversation, to actually disagree. So a bad way to disagree would be like, oh, 私はこう思います. Like I think A, right? I think B, right? That's a really terrible way to do it. By saying 差し支えなければ, it's a really soft way to actually join the conversation and disagree. So this is a great way to do it. All right. We have two more phrases. Um, this actually I want to skip. Okay, let's do it. Um, it's interesting to hear so many different viewpoints. This again is kind of neutralizing the situation. Maybe you had a meeting and you're trying to not give your personal opinion. If you want to not agree or disagree, you can say いろんなご意見があって興味深いですね. It's just a comment, right? If the conversation is starting to heat up, you can say this. When someone's moving forward, it kind of neutralizes it. Oh, 興味深いですね. You go back and kind of neutralize the situation. All right. Uh, Again, I wrote here tips for usage. Great for when opinions are divided. All right. So whenever the room's starting to divide, you can just say this. It'll be neutralized. All right. All right. The last phrase is okay. This is a very formal decline. So you're trying to decline like a opinion or a deal. This is probably the most important word, and I kept it at the last part. So please take your notes if you need to. Right. So if you're in a meeting or if you're deciding something with the team and you want to say, may we take a little more time? I need a little more time to consider this matter. So I can't give you an answer now. You can say, この件についてはもう少し検討させていただいてもよろしいでしょうか? Okay. この件 means about this situation. 検討させていただいて means can we think about it? Can we reconsider? Okay. 検討 means to consider. この件 means about. So literally about this situation. A little more, can we consider it? Okay. And the tips for when you use this, it's a polite way to actually delay a decision. All right. And it's also good when you're not ready to agree or disagree yet. So you don't know the situation yet. You kind of want to decline, but you don't know yet. Right. Yeah. And also it's helpful in a client, if you're working with a client and like if it's your team, you can be like, say A today and B tomorrow. That's fine. But if you're working with the client, you always have to it's better safe than sorry. You can always delay it by saying もう少し検討したいです. Okay. So those were 7 words that I showed you that I want to talk about today. First of all, it was agreeing with someone. おっしゃる通りです. You're absolutely right. The second one, I share the same opinion. 同じ意見です. We've got you want to give a different opinion, sorry. 異なる意見ね。申し上げます, right? We've got uh, that's a very interesting point, right? You're kind of neutralizing it. So we've got uh, agreeing, neutralizing, and then disagreeing, right? And the most important one was disagreeing, which is 検討させていただいてもよろしいでしょうか? All right, 検討させても. Kento means to consider. Right. Yeah, so anyways, I hope this video's the content is in this video was helpful. I make these kind of videos because I want to support anyone who's trying to learn business Japanese. So thanks for joining my channel, Business Japanese Mastery. I hope all of you were able to learn something from this video. So that's my goal. I wish everyone has a good day. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.